Well, I'm here still. I wanted to make a blow-by-blow of what being a horseman is like. Tonight is a typical horseman's dream come not. Many times I've said in the past, I don't know, 3 years, that I can't stand all owners. No, I didn't say I can't stand them. I hate all owners. And the lovely person that gave me 3 days notice to a completely unacceptable in my hemisphere of living, and many owners don't understand that people like me have cultivated very few horses, bred and trained, and in the process of cultivating out of less teeth, not a great diet. It is a true life's love. Once I was beautiful, I shopped on Madison Avenue, Saks Fifth. Asked my first husband, John Lawson Sr., the turd. I was even in the social register. But now, since I was about 2 years old, actually, I just loved horses. Drove my mother crazy. Anyway, I have a typical owner. And she really did a faux pas. She did it a few weeks ago to a groom. I haven't met a groom like that in absolutely a millennium almost. He was a treasure. You could actually turn your back and everything in less than half of his wages, and I ripped her up and down sideways. But then, 3 weeks later, she does even a better one on me because I have responsibilities. I have a family, I have a lovely son, and I have a wonderful husband, and I have a brother-in-law that's handicapped, and I have 5 lovely horses, one that's about to pop in about 3 to 4 weeks, and this is a blow-by-blow moment, because if you ever wanted to have a taste of what it's like to be a horse trainer, this is it. The other horse trainers that are supposedly smarter, but 9 times out of 10 they sold their soul, okay? So when you sell your soul, of course you have sophisticated behavior like this. So tomorrow, the whole family splits up. And I don't just mean the core family, husband, wife, son from father. Yes, we all are going to split up, and we're all going our merry ways into the wondrous, wonderful world of making things glue together. But also our horses. The babies are going to one farm, the racehorses are going to one place, and I'm going to be training vicariously a couple places. But I wanted to say that there is hope, and I hope you watch my last podcast, because for the many horsemen out there that even are more worse off than I, and I know a couple of years ago I spoke to a wonderful lady in Belgium, and she was in tears because, well, of course she loves her horses, and the whole regime in Europe, monetarily speaking, has come tumbling down, and Americans are still taking Zoloft and whatever. A lot of them aren't even awake. But in this next depression that we're in, and Ocala has been certainly struck. I've never seen it As a matter of fact, the security guard at Tampa Downs when I was racing the other day, just off the cuff, we weren't specifically talking anything specifically, and he said, "Man, Tam, I haven't seen this kind of poverty, and I've worked here for over 14 years on the backside." So anyway, within it all, we have the internet, and the internet can give each and every one of you that are true lovers of horses and true horsemen. I know a lot of horsemen out there, for whatever reasons and choices, haven't had the luck of a Todd Pletcher or Michael Matz or anything like that. And I know you probably could out-train both of them with your hands tied too. But the internet is the highway, the new highway. And if you get imaginative, creative, don't be shy, show your work. The horsemen out there that don't need the needles and don't need the silver tongue to keep the owners in a Hollywood moment, you can really put your work to an old-fashioned way, respect of your product. So it's about content. I'm amazed. My son rides a horse, and so-called professional trainer gets bucked off the same horse 4 or 5 times, and the owner doesn't even see the difference. So there are a lot of blind owners, sport horses, race horses. I can't stand any of you guys owners, because you don't have the depth, the soul, the heart to be an owner. That's why you don't have Grand Prix horses, and if you do, they probably have a really short career. It takes a love that does not come from schismatic thinking, or a person that is like a pancake. You have to be centered, you have to have a focus, you have to listen. I can't believe, after 32 years of teaching, I think maybe a dozen of people out of hundreds have actually listened. But to each his own. I really hope to be back online in not too distant future, and I think I will be. But this podcast is about, you're packing up in 48 hours. You're saying goodbye to family. You're saying goodbye to some horses that you'd like to not want to say goodbye to. You have to trust that, they'll be okay. And then you hope for the best. Just like a race. Do all that you can do. And you pass it off to that jockey. You hope for the best. I hope you pinheads listen to this, because people like me who have been riders, and I've ridden steeplechase, are sick to death of passing horses off to you, and you think you know how to train our horses that we live and breathe with every day by reading the racing form, and you think you're the only person that's been on top of them. No, we're on top of them 7 days a week. You're only on top of them for a minute and a few seconds. Okay, that was a sidebar, folks. That was a moment from my past race. But this is a blow-by-blow, and if I get my heart's desire, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of funny stuff. And then sad stuff. But the basic thing is, a horse family like Stafford Farms remain a horse family. However many hundreds of miles or thousands of miles, we put between ourselves. We come back together for one thing. The horse. See you later, alligator.